Hey, what's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I hope all is well. Before I get started, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. This particular episode is actually episode 220, and the title of this particular episode is Stop Downloading Negative Energy. Stop downloading negative energy. And there's a lot to be said about that. So one, I would probably start off with saying stop listening to people that don't have your best interest at heart. And that's a big one. Stop listening to people who don't have your best interest at heart. Stop dealing with people with negative energy. If you can help it, completely stop dealing with people with negative energy because it's not beneficial to you. Stop allowing people's actions to pull you out of character because that happens. Obviously, when you're dealing with someone and they're going through their own set of issues, and I get it, you want to be there to help. You want to be there to make sure that you are supportive, and that's cool. But I tend to find when you do that, in a lot of cases, you wound up taking on more of their negativity than they take on themselves, and it's their issue. You wind up coming home feeling drained, feeling all of the things that individual or group of people are feeling, and it's not your issue, it's their issue, but you wound up feeling drained and depressed and all these other things and all the negativity that comes with it because you pretty much inserted yourself in that situation. And you have to stop because your wellness, your ability to be mentally well, physically well, that stuff is important. And what happens when you deal with negative people, they don't care about that because they don't have your best interest at heart to begin with. So you almost have to detach yourself. Once you feel that coming on, once you understand that, you really have to work hard and diligent to detach yourself from that. And here's the funny thing. So it's really understanding that to create the value for yourself by pushing forward no matter what, to protect your energy, create your value because you are valuable. You can't allow somebody to pour into you in a negative fashion and then take that away from you. You can't allow it. So it's easier to detach yourself early from those situations before you get so wrapped up in it, so inundated in it, so evolved in it, that you kind of lose yourself in that. Create your own value because you are valuable and understand that. It's funny because if you don't understand that, then here's what happens. You should never allow someone to take you to take control over your energy and your emotions, right? But once you go down that rabbit hole, it's tough to get out of it. It's tough to climb out of it because now you put your your emotions in somebody else's hands is not a good recipe. Your energy in somebody else's hands is not a good recipe. Because once again, once you realize those individuals, they do not have your best interests at heart, they're going to take your emotions and they're going to take your energy and they're going to control you by both of those, by using your energy and the way you feel about yourself. They're going to use that against you. And that's tough. It's so tough, especially when you're younger. Especially when you're younger. It's hard to tell a young person, obviously, not to be empathetic or sympathetic to somebody else's, issues when they're in need. And I'm not suggesting that at all. What I am saying is, if you come across people that consistently don't take care of their own needs, just be mindful that they're not going to take care of yours either. If you come across an individual or group of people that don't care about themselves, keep in mind, they may not care about you either. So these are things that you can honestly see, how someone carries themselves, how they react to things, how they put their emotions on the top shelf somewhere and not care about how they're treating other people, then you need to be mindful about the energy that they pour into you or they're trying to drain you of. You really need to be mindful of that. And you cannot allow someone to pour their negative energy on to you. So that's pretty much what this episode is all about. Stop downloading negative energy. You feel it around you. You can feel it around you. You're feeling good about something. You just got, let's say, a promotion at your job, or you just got some great news, and all of a sudden you go around certain people and you feel that drain, that tug, that negative vibe. It's like, wait a minute, I was feeling great until I came in here. So again, it's almost like, you know, the core of who you are, you know that this doesn't feel right. This is not a positive vibe. You can feel it. And once you feel it, my point of reference is you need to get away from it. You need to run in the other direction 100 miles an hour if you can and get away from those negative people with negative energy, with negative vibes, with nothing but deceit, disdain, envy, and all these different things that they carry, not just towards you, but towards anyone that's doing better than what they're doing. And you got to be careful about that. Protect your inner peace, protect your positive energy, protect everything about you that is held in high regard, protect your values, protect your character, protect all of these things, protect your mental health, protect your physical health. All of these things are important, and you need to do everything in your power to make sure that you're on a higher ground, a higher trajectory, higher energy. You need to make sure that you are trending upwards and not backwards. And you can't let anybody that's in your cipher, anybody around you that's trending that way, and you're trying to stay positive, you're trying to live your life in the best way possible, you're trying to make really good decisions for yourself, you can't allow anybody to pull you backwards. Don't let anyone with negative energy pull you out of your character because they think that they can control your energy and they think they can control what you have coming for you that you work so diligently and work so hard for. Protect your peace and protect your energy. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner, and I'll see you next week. Take care.